The subject of today's video is how to make money shooting stock photography in a small market. There is an art to making a stock business work, even though the competition is fierce. Of some roses that is right down from my house. Now, azaleas and roses are in bloom right now in my area, so I try to get as many different types of blooming plants for my portfolio as I can. The thing about it is this: variety and different compositions require different locations. Now, this location that I'm going to right now is like just adjacent to my house, and there are some roses here that really, look good. So I think that I'm going to try to take some images. I've been taking pictures of these roses for a while now, and the thing about it is this: I've always taken them handheld, but today what I want to do is I want to try to take them with a tripod and stabilization and see exactly how good they can look. I'm gonna do some video with the RP as well. So I brought a mic. Because I've been really testing out the Rode Go on my videos to see if I can improve my audio quality. What I see and what my camera sees are two different things. And what I like to do is meld together what my camera sees and what I envision the scene should look like. These roses are awesome, right? I want to get them until you can't tell the difference from a live rose and the reproduction of a rose. So that's what I'm doing today. This is an exercise to increase my ability to manipulate my equipment, as well as a way to increase my stock portfolio. The more quality images I have, the more my ability to garner income. So that's what we're gonna do today, guys. We'll use the ADD to see if I can get this. As you can see, the sun is open. I'm talking about no filter whatsoever, no clouds, beaming straight down on the scene. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to manipulate my equipment to get the look that I want, even though there are a lot of harsh shadows that this scene involves. So what I want to do first, and most of the time what I like to do, is take a starting shot on auto. The camera says that the best settings for this scene with these conditions is a shutter speed of 1/160. The aperture has to be at 7.1 with exposure compensations of negative a third, with the ISO of 100. Now, based on these settings, I'm going to put it in manual and see what I can do. Now in manual, my shutter speed is 1/200. My aperture is 8, and there's no exposure compensation. So this is what I'm going to take the rest of my images at. So here we go.
Content is key. As a freelance photographer, your value resides in your freedom to create content. Any content involving the staging of a model for a particular user will usually be a bestseller. Using a model requires a model release. Using a location, unless it's a public space, requires a property release. When I finally made the decision to take photography seriously, I knew that I wanted to shoot landscapes, travel, and nature. My subjects, for the most part, don't require model or property releases. Now, if you want to shoot portraits, weddings, graduations, people, then your requirement for equipment increases exponentially.
All of these shots are just a baseline to see what my aperture, what my focus, what my exposure is doing. Now what I'll do is I will go back, look at the images, grade them, then the next time I come out, I'll try a different strategy. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change to the RP and take this same set of images with the RP.
A number of reasons getting into stock photography is quite appealing. Anyone with high quality photos to upload can get in, and you don't need to have a strong portfolio. You can decide how much time you want to devote to it, whether you want to make it a full-time gig or a part-time gig. Control over what you do. While you can never ride forever on the images you upload, it can provide a largely passive income once you get to a certain point. The portfolio you build making stock photography can later be used to secure more traditional freelance photography jobs.
Anyway, that's enough for today. Probably too much, but so that was hot. So I think what I'll do is I'll go through these images. If I can find 5 or 10 that are capable of being accepted, then I'll load those onto my stock portfolio. But if not, then I've had a valuable lesson today, and it was free. I mean, plus once I submit them, if there is any technical errors in the image, whether it's composition or focus, or whether it's the exposure, I'll get a I'll get a rejection, and I'll know exactly what to do next time to correct the issue. So, and that, for me, it's invaluable. Even when I get a rejection from an agency, that I'm able to understand what I did wrong and how I can correct that.
I've edited the 5 images that I like the best, so I'm going to upload them to Shutterstock. They're usually pretty quick in their review, and I should be able to include whether or not they were accepted in the in this video. Anyway, I believe that stock photography is a good way for a beginner to cut your teeth into photography. Not only do you have the opportunity to have your images graded for commercial use, but you also can create whatever type of image that you want, which is a good thing, because as a freelancer, your main selling point is your creativity. So stock photography allows you to be as creative as you like to be, and you're only limited by the commercial value of the images you create. I like these 5 images, and I believe they will be accepted Like I say, Shutterstock usually accepts or rejects images pretty quickly. So what we'll do is we'll submit these now, do the metadata on them, and upload them, and we'll see what Shutterstock believes is a good image. And for me, this is more important than going to a class and learning from a professor, because guess what? I'm enjoying myself, and it's not work. It is a labor of love. And that to me is more important than trying to have a degree or a college education, because I'm an artist. And if you feel the same way, you too can begin your stock career and learn how to become a professional photographer.
Okay, so the 5 images that I uploaded have been reviewed. And it seems like all 5 of the roses were accepted. These particular roses are Floribond. Floribond. I think that's how you say it. Except for this is called the ground rose. Anyway, I submitted this still life and evidently they didn't like it. Anyway, okay guys, until the next video, we'll holler at you.